The mirror is the moment that empty void begins to reflect back what's true, what's unfinished, and what we came here to remember. I am thrilled that you are here today. Let's go ahead and dive into it. The mirror also tells us the parts of ourselves we abandoned. And those are really hard topics. So you can see why we spend a lot of time in distraction because those are real hard things. The mirror doesn't shame us. It simply shows what's been waiting to be seen. So I have a story of my own in terms of a mirror moment. Um, when I'm driving, especially in the past, I really turned into a crazy person. And I had a potty mouth like you would not believe when I was reacting to other drivers as they pull in front of me. And, I think I know the right way to drive. Of course, everybody does, but I know I really know that right way. And so when people would do things I didn't think was good judgment, I would yell words at them that were not nice. And these are things that I would never, ever say in person, right? And I would get really wound up. And I started it first, that first mirror popped up when I realized, wait a minute, why am I such a potty mouth when I'm driving, but not other times? And yes, I do have a potty mouth, but not to that degree. It's like, boom, as soon as I get in the car, it like really escalates and really goes up. So that's how it started. I was like, why am I doing this? What is happening? What is going on with me? Um, and I really had to ask some questions of myself. And really, it's not like a moment where you like, oh, you ask a question and it's something magical happens and you immediately know what to do. It doesn't work like that. At least it doesn't for me. I had to sit with it, and it was like months of me kind of mumbling over this. And the answer eventually came, and basically, it was an area I needed to grow, and I needed to learn to love people and display that love of other people, no matter what their circumstances were, no matter how they acted, no matter how they responded. I still have to love people, and I can't just cut them off. I don't know what other people's stories are, and I don't know what kind of day they had. I don't know if they just lost a parent. They have to they're late for a medical appointment because they were getting their kid ready for school. I don't know what kind of day they had, and they don't know what kind of day I had. I needed to learn to love people at a deeper level than I ever had. People I don't even know. And that was a challenge for me. I made a lot of assumptions. And one of them that was that they were an idiot. But the reality is, I just needed to chill out and learn to love people. But that was really hard. But my soul didn't show me right from the get go, you need to learn to love people. No, it showed me, why am I such a potty mouth when I get in my car? Why am I saying all these nasty things I would never say to people in person? And the deeper, that was the initial mirror, but the deeper mirror was like, yeah, you need to learn to love people. You need to love them deeper, not a surface or a transactional love. There has to be something deeper. So that's an example of how one of the mirrors that I've been shown. And there's plenty, and there'll be plenty more. The mirror reveals your soul story. This is where you connect to the soul contract theme. And when, before we come to Earth, we decide we want to have human experiences. That's why we come to Earth. If we didn't want human experiences, we wouldn't come to Earth. We'd stay up in the other side, whatever that is. Um, but when we decided to come to Earth, we wanted human experiences. And we set up as a soul what kind of things we wanted to experience, what types of things we wanted to do. And in one sense, it's kind of naive because when we were a soul, we're not a human. And there's, we sometimes we pick pain that we would think we never would have chosen it if we knew how bad it was, right? You would like to think that I would have enough good judgment not to choose something so horrible to experience. But when you don't have pain, it's hard to know what you're wanting to do. So anyway, let me get back on track. The mirror reveals our soul story. This is where you connect to your soul contract theme. A lot of us have themes we have to learn, and we do them over and over because we learn them in layers or spirals, as I like to say. But when we look into the mirror of that emptiness that's inside us, we begin to see the outlines of the story we came here to live. So a mirror isn't just the story, it's a piece of it. And we have to look through all those mirrors and do those things to grow and heal from a human and a spiritual standpoint to fulfill our purpose and step into your story here on earth. The mirror reflects not just our wounds, but our original intention, the soul story we signed up for before we arrived here on Earth. The mirror is alive, it's shifting, it's responsive, it moves. Some days the mirror shows us our ache. Some days it shows us courage. Some days we get the breadcrumb to the next path. Reflection is a relationship, not a one-time event. So that mirror, it's not, oh, I did my mirror thing. I know Carla was talking about the mirror thing and I did it. So now I can now ascend. It doesn't work like that. There's lots of mirrors. There's going to be more coming. Um, but if we don't deal with them, we're going to just be stuck in that distraction and that empty void. Because I promise you, once you are through dealing with what comes up, it's more beautiful on the other side. But when you're in it, boy, you might be cussing me out. You might be saying, why did I listen to her? Right now, you can get into a quiet space that does not have distractions. Take a breath in and blow it out. And ask, what truth have I been circling but not naming? All right, here is your homework. I want you to find a place that's quiet where you can get with your own thoughts. You can put your hand on your chest, take a breath in and breathe out. And I want you to ask, when I pause and look into my hollow, my empty space, that void, what is being reflected back today? And then I want you to jot that down. Just a word, a feeling, an image, nothing more, nothing complicated. Those of you who like to journal, you can journal about it. But I really want you to think, when I pause and look into the hollow, when you're looking in that dark, deep space, what is being reflected back today? And focus in the moment. Don't go tomorrow, yesterday. Focus, what do I need to learn today? What reflection am I seeing? And just jot that down. And then maybe you'll see a pattern over a few days. So to kind of recap today, when the void settles, it becomes a mirror. And in that mirror, we meet the truth of who we've been, who we are, and who we came here to become. So I encourage you to step into that truth, look in that mirror, ask for clarity because it's there. We just got to get rid of those distractions. All right. So until next time, walk gently, listen closely, and keep stepping into your story.